Yes, now, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Subway Surfers, my one-man podcast where I come on here and sometimes I have a topic to talk about and sometimes I just kind of vent. And I think today is probably going to be one of those venting episodes because I've not really got many topics to actually talk about, or at least I can't think of any. You know, I've had quite a consistent run in recent times with getting some decent topics to talk about, and it helps with the title and the thumbnail. This one's going to be a bit harder, but I'd rather just record this episode because, do you know what, I have so many gameplay recordings of Subway Surfers ready to go, but I've kind of just put them on pause because if you've seen, I've started my gaming journey on this channel, proper gaming, you know, not mobile games, proper games, which, to be fair, I suppose I could talk about that, so let's talk about it, right? So, obviously, it's always been my intention to start doing games on this channel. I wanted this to be a gaming channel. I grew up watching gaming channels. I'm not a massive gamer myself. I'm not good. Do you know what I mean? There's certain games I'll play. I prefer story modes, and I prefer games where I actually achieve something. You know, I go through missions in order to achieve something. Games like Fortnite and Call of Duty and things you play online with other people are fun, but you don't really feel like you achieve much. And without being necessarily a funny guy myself, I don't see myself as a funny guy. I see myself as more someone who has good YouTube ideas. And I feel like that would benefit more off of story mode games and games where I can play different game modes and achieve different things. Do you know what I mean? So I've always wanted to do that, you know. And I'm a YouTuber of many, many different passions, you know. That's why I've got a Rants channel where I talk about WWE and I talk about music, and that's why on this channel you see Subway Surfers, because it was a random idea one day that I came up with that I decided I have to stick to. It's why sometimes you'll see vlogs, sometimes you'll see games of like WWE 2K to GTA to Red Dead to me playing Gang Beasts with my mates. Like, it's because I have many strings to my bow. Not quite exactly, but I want to have many strings to my bow. I have many interests and many different things and avenues I'd like to explore. So let's talk about the gaming. I have had a gaming setup before. I think it was about 2 years ago. I'd got like a shitty little like set that I'd bought on Amazon for like £100. It came with a capture card, a webcam and a microphone. All were very good. The webcam was awful, the microphone was awful, the capture card was alright, but you know, and I had like a little shitty ring light and nothing looked good or presentable, but I tried my best. And not to mention I was still on Xbox One at that point, so that sounded like a jet engine and it messed up all the audio. So I kind of just packed it in doing all that, and I found it better to do voiceovers because it sounded more presentable. And as much as that pained me because I couldn't just sit and record my raw, authentic reactions like I wanted, I had to record gameplay first and then come up with something to talk about after, which didn't seem as entertaining. So over time, I've just kind of like just put it off, and eventually I just put my foot down and I said, no, I'm going to buy some good equipment, even if it takes a couple of weeks, and I did. And I've got a Xbox Series S now anyway. When I turned 18 and I came into my trust fund, I used some of it to buy my Xbox Series X. Well, it's not X, it's S, whatever, right? So I can only get a limited game, so I can only play certain games at one time, but I'll get into that later. I bought myself separately, I went on Amazon, because I didn't know where else to go. I bought myself separately a better microphone, not a great one, but a better one, a better capture card, and a better camera, right? And this came all together to just under £200, right? Which again isn't great, you know, for all of my equipment, you know, and I bought lights as well. That isn't great, you know. That doesn't promise a lot of good quality, but it's better than what I previously had, and that's what I was looking for. And it certainly is. I did so much research about what recording softwares to use and everything. I got OBS, and everything runs smoothly. I haven't necessarily got the game quality down to what I'd like it to be in the recordings, but that's due to me using an Xbox and my laptop. Do you know what I mean? So maybe it's partly the capture card, I don't know. But I'm aware I don't have necessarily the best equipment like other people might, like other YouTubers might, because I've not reached that kind of money yet, and I'm not smart enough to figure it out for myself, which is why I've been YouTubing and Googling all the right solutions, and I've tried my best, I've copied everything it says. Sometimes just things aren't working. So I've done my best, and I'm able to deliver now. So the first thing I was going to do, especially because it was a good idea, right, was that WWE 2K26 was about to be released. And I have not bought a recent 2K game since 2K23, and I only got that because it was on an offer. Do you know what I mean? So I thought getting it at the same time it would come out and then recording all my gaming ideas, this could be my chance to blow up. Because not only there's going to be loads of people like recording their first gameplays of 2K26, recording their first gameplays of My Rise and Universe Mode and My GM, but if I go through all these, if I do all these basic stuff, get some views in, and then I come up with my own ideas, within this next year, I could get some pretty decent ideas out there. But I don't just want to be restricted to WWE content, because I know I already talk a lot about WWE over on my other channel. I don't want that to be my whole personality. I want people to know that I'm a YouTuber of many things. So that's why I decided to do GTA 5 as well, because GTA 5 is my favourite game of all time. I first got it on the PS4 when I was 13 back in 2020. I played it probably 30 times, I'm talking the story mode, and I played online, sweated online with my mate for ages in lockdown, because that was the time. Then after lockdown, I got an Xbox One. Well, it was actually in lockdown. I got an Xbox One, and again, I played that story mode probably another 40, 50 times, a ridiculous amount of times. And then I got it again when I got my Xbox Series S, and again, I've played it a bunch of times, and I thought with GTA 6 right around the corner, and me being in a somewhat hard time in my life right now, GTA 5 has always been a comfort, and it's always been something nice where I can play the story so many times I don't need to listen to the story. I can just put on a Spotify album and listen to albums while I'm playing that game. It's literally an escape. I know a lot of people say, oh, gaming's an escape from reality for some people. I've not necessarily seen them like that. I've just seen it as a kind of a fun thing to do every now and then. But GTA 5 was my escape from reality. So I've kind of went on a bit of a retirement run. I did a first playthrough where I decided I was going to kill Trevor, pick option A. So I did the whole playthrough with Trevor being a bad guy and Michael being a very good guy. Franklin, he's always a middleman. And then eventually at the end, we killed Trevor. Then I did a second playthrough with Michael being the bad guy and Trevor being a decent guy, and again Franklin being the middle ground, and we choose option B and we kill Michael. So for my third playthrough, this happened to be right around the time when I got my whole gaming setup sorted, and I thought, you know what, for my final ever GTA 5 playthrough, which probably it won't be final ever, I'll probably pick it up again in another couple of years because it's that good of a game, but for now, at least, my final ever playthrough, where I'm obviously going to pick Death Wish, I might as well record it and make it a gaming series. I've tried to do it before on my channel when I had my older setup. The quality wasn't great and I never completed it. That two things really pissed me off. I want good quality and I want it to be memorable, but I want to complete it, you know what I mean? I have so much respect for that game. It deserves so much respect back. So this is probably my third or fifth playthrough of that game on my channel. And my first ever video. No, my first ever video was a Red Dead video. But, from the very start of my channel, GTA 5 has been a part of it, do you know what I mean? And it forever will be. It is a good game. So, I have started recording it. I've not uploaded it yet, but for my final ever GTA 5 playthrough, I'm going to play it through on YouTube because I want to, and I'm going to go through, and this is the thing, I'm not done. I'm going to go through all the other GTAs and the Red Deads and everything. I'm going to get a playthrough on my channel of everything because it's an idea to be used and it's something I've not done, and there's an opportunity for a video. Something that might do well, might not do well, but if it doesn't do well, it's just building up my reps on YouTube. Someone's going to appreciate it, you know what I mean? And it's something I've always wanted to do. Through growing up, being obsessed with YouTube, being obsessed with watching YouTubers who are gaming YouTubers, vlogging YouTubers, big production type YouTubers, I've always been obsessed with the video making of YouTube videos and the certain ideas you can do. So I love the fact that someone could play through a game and play every different mode of the game, or someone could play every different version of a gaming franchise. That's always been a big inspiration for me. So that's something I actually want to do myself. And I won't get it perfect because it hasn't been perfect so far. It's been anything but perfect. It's been a big struggle to get my YouTube channel going the way I wanted it to be. But those are my years of learning. I've spent 4 years on YouTube now, not really achieving much, but at least I've learned some lessons now, and now I know the kind of quality I want to go for. I know how I want to approach videos and what I want to get out of them. So that's going to help now. So yeah, you can expect a lot of good gaming videos. 2K26, I've started on the My Rise. So first I uploaded the video of me learning to play the game. My first time just exploring the new features, and then I did all the tutorials just to make, I know how to play 2K, but there's a lot of new mechanics in the game. So I had to do that one. Next coming out was my first episode of My Rise. I need to continue playing My Rise. I have played a bit of it in my spare time, just the universe mode, because nothing really much has changed, and a couple of just free play things. I will say certain things are pissing me off about the game. the new features are cool. The amount of characters and the ideas they're putting into the games are cool. I can't disrespect it. What I will disrespect is some of the gaming mechanics. The fact that there's certain, like, not bugs, just like annoying issues in the game that still exist to this day that should have been patched years ago, like just targeting issues or timing issues. Like if I've just DDT'd someone, the fact that they can get up quicker than me is just bullshit. Do you know what I mean? Or like the AI misses a fucking top rope move and then like he jumps up, or I reverse a move yet they are at the ability to hit me first. Do you know what I mean? Like they've went to clothesline me, I've reversed it, ducked the line, but like the amount of time it's taken my character to turn around in the animation, the other character's already hitting me back. So the reversal meant nothing. I've wasted a reversal, and now I'm on a reversal timeout. That's what I don't like, the reversal timeout. Like, I shouldn't be limited. Like, I'm gonna miss a lot anyway. Do you know what I mean? The game is on normal. It's on normal difficulty. I didn't fuck with the difficulty. I'm not stupid enough to put it on hard or legendary. But I don't want to be that gimp that puts it on easy. So I've left it on normal. And it genuinely feels like I'm playing on expert. Like, it's mental. Like, it really does not want me to win, and it's so annoying. It's also typical. Like, there's like, even from playing 2K23 and 2K26, there's two games in the middle there that I'm missing. I've not played 2K24 or 2K25, and yet like there's so much similarities in like the predictability of like, I've got about 10 minutes of offense in here, I've got a signature already. What's the chances of them going to reverse this signature? And it almost happens every time. Literally, like, every time. Pisses me off, actually, to be honest. So, yeah. I'm going to get through all the features of that game. Maybe I'll do a final review. Maybe I've got a review loading already, because there's a couple things I want to get off my chest about that game. And as well, like, I mean, I'm not the biggest CM Punk fan. If you watch my Rants channel, that's no secret. I don't hate CM Punk. I don't like how he's booked a lot of the time. I don't like how he's presented a lot of the time. And I do think at times he's overhyped. Prime CM Punk back in like 2011, 2012, goated. I can honestly respect it. These days, CM Punk, meh. He's cool, but he ain't all that, right? But I can understand why he's the cover of 2K26. I'm not going to hate on that. He obviously was the most popular superstar this year. So I couldn't care for the cover. I also don't like them like saying like, oh, it's his second 2K cover, because it's not. He was on the cover of WWE 13. The first 2K was 2K14. It's different, do you know what I mean? But it's your second WWE cover, cool. But like, how many was John Cena on? How many was Randy Orton on? How many was Triple H on? Do you know what I mean? And those weren't 2K games. That's, 2K games. I mean, Cena was on 2, but on all the SmackDown versus Raws and all that, how many were they on? Do you know what I mean? So you kind of want to play that card, give them extra credit. That's a bit stupid, but whatever. The cover's cool. The design, the theme, the aesthetic, it's all very cool. This music selection, nah. The songs aren't bad. I just feel like there's a lot of, it feels like it's sticking to like a certain genre. Like, I'm not really getting like a good mixture. Like, in previous years, you've had like songs ranging from like Post Malone to Slipknot to fucking Bad Bunny to like fucking Migos. Do you know what I mean? Like, this year kind of just felt like it stuck to like a rock theme. Or maybe I'm just hating. Maybe I just don't like the song selection this year. But it isn't great. I'm not that big of a fan of it. But apart from that, that's about it for the 2K. I do fancy going back on my channel and doing like a big playthrough of all the previous My Rises or My careers as they've changed over the years and all that sort of stuff. That would be pretty cool. And as for the GTA, obviously, I'm going to complete that story. I did want to play Option A and Option B full playthrough on my channel before, but I'm not going to go through and do that all again. Maybe one day on my channel. I am going to do, once the story's finished, I am going to do like life after story and achieve all the other objectives that there are to do in free play after you finish the story mode. And that's something I don't think any other YouTuber's done. If they have, my apologies. So I'm sure like lots of like GTA YouTubers have like explored like the depths of the detail of activities you can do, but like no one's really done it as like a series. Do you know what I mean? So that's kind of what I want to do. And I suppose I am going to play Option A and Option B and C and whatever, because I'm going to go through and I'm going to make sure I get gold on every mission. I want 100% complete GTA 5 and get all the game I score from it that I can. And then I'm gonna do San Andreas. I'm gonna do GTA 4. I'm gonna do Vice City. I'm gonna do everything that I possibly can that the Xbox Series S and Microsoft Store will allow me to do. And the same goes for Red Dead 2 and Red Dead 1. And I'm gonna play so many games I've never played before. All the Resident Evils, probably all the Fallouts, all the fucking Assassin's Creeds, right? Like everything I've never played. I'm gonna learn so much about gaming. You know what I mean? And maybe I might play some online multiplayer games and shooters, but that's for a time when I'm streaming. Do you know what I mean? I feel like streaming could be fun. I don't particularly like streaming. It's a lot of pressure for me, you know. I prefer to do it in my own time. Streaming, you got to keep up with the chat and it's live. I'm always scared of slipping up and saying something, even though that, like, I don't say bad things in my everyday life anyway. Like, I mean, obviously I swear, and I'm not like avoidant of bad jokes. Like I'm a normal guy. I'm the same as everyone else. But like it's quite scary. Do you know what I mean? So I don't like live streaming as much. But maybe it's something I could do occasionally. I am open to it. But yeah, shit's gonna start getting a lot more serious on this channel, and I really do hope we see the growth. Because I said at the start of this year, 2026 is the year I either make money from doing this or I blow up. One of the two. I'm either gonna make money or I'm gonna be recognized. You know, because you can be recognized and not really make a lot of money from it. Like if I have 20,000 subscribers by the end of this year, that's an increase of like 19.5 thousand subscribers. Do you know what I mean? So I'd start getting recognized. I doubt I'd make much money. Obviously, you start to earn once you're past 1,000, but it might be pennies. It might not be a lot. It might not be more than I currently earn in my current job. So, yeah, big things are coming. And big things are coming from my Thomas Rants channel. I don't promote that enough on this channel. If you like WWE, go over to my channel. It's called Thomas Rants. It sounds weird when it comes from my accent. It doesn't sound like I'm saying it properly. Thomas Rants. And I literally talk about Monday Night Raw, NXT, SmackDown. I give PLE predictions and PLE reviews, my own opinions. I have cool ideas, you know. And I recently did like ranking music, like my top songs of 2025, and I want to start getting into album reviews, reviewing all the albums of artists I like, and then exploring and learning about new artists and reviewing their albums and their music. And it's an avenue I really want to go down, because even though I'm not qualified to talk about how good someone's music is, I'm not qualified to talk about how good a WWE show was, but it's nice as a die-hard fan of these things to give my opinion and see what other people out there agree with, or just the fact that I have the free will to do so and it's cool content. I get to talk about things I love for content. That would be great. So you definitely need to go over to that channel, because that channel, I feel like one day could be bigger than this one. And I don't know how it isn't already, because sometimes I feel like I prioritise that one a bit more than this one when I shouldn't. This one is the one that I was meant to grow. This is the one that has the most growth. It's just kind of like plateauing and flatlining because I'm not consistent enough. And that's why I'm putting this video out today and not the next 2K26 video, because I'm trying to be consistent and I've got too many Subway Surfers videos stacking up and it just needs to calm down. I just need to get this video out there. It's just very hard when I don't really have a topic to talk about and I'm going through a lot in life, and it's like, do I really want to sit here and talk to this video for 20 minutes? Sometimes it feels awkward and it puts a lot more pressure on it, and I feel like I just procrastinated and put it off. You know, the second I just like put things out there that I'm proud of, like even if I'm not proud of them, like go again the next day. Do you know what I mean? The consistency. But the fact that I've started making better thumbnails and better titles and getting somewhat better views, not by much but a little bit, you start seeing little bits of progress, and it makes you more motivated. I think the fact that I was just inconsistent for so long and just not really seeing any results anytime I would upload would just put me off more. Sometimes you just got to bite the bullet, get through what you're not good at, either get better at it or just like put a stop to it and change, and then you'll start seeing some results at some point. And that's kind of what's happened here. So I'm quite happy that I've got some consistency going, even if like the consistency is for 2 weeks and then I fall off for a week. At least like I recognize the pattern. At least I'm fully aware of it. And at least now when I put something out, I'm like, damn, I'm happy I did that video. Even if it's not Sidemen quality videos, even if it's not, who's a big gaming YouTuber, Jacksepticeye level videos, right? Like, I've got 500 subscribers. I work a normal job where I get paid, like, not that much. Do you know what I mean? I couldn't pay for a house myself. I'm still only 18. I still live with my parents. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, I think for what I could be doing, I should be proud. And even if I'm not, I shouldn't kick myself, because this is the start. This is where I learn. I'm not meant to be good yet. If I was good now, what would the next 20 years mean? You know what I mean? But that's just my opinions. Thank you for sitting this long through this video. If you actually have, I appreciate you so much. Please leave a comment. Let me know other stuff you might want to see on this channel and help this video grow. Like and subscribe, because this channel will blow up, and this next year we will do amazing things. I promise you will like the content coming out of this channel. And I, ladies and gentlemen, will see you in the next one. Thank you very much. Goodbye.